All right, are we up and going? Are we working? Is this doing its thing? Hey, okay. Just gonna run into the back and make sure this is all working just fine. Okay. All right, cool. Everything looks like it's working. And look what I made. I made so that people don't look at me like I'm insane. I have a sign now that I can put up so that when I'm sitting here talking to myself, people can look over and go, "Oh, he's doing something. He's not just crazy." All right. Had a kind of a nutty busy day, and it's a little slow right now. I'm interested to see if it was a really nice day today. And it's usually the rainy days that we get super busy, but we were kind of busy all day today. So I don't know if people are going to come in later or if it's just going to be kind of a mellow night. We'll see. We've got just the three in right now. They're a family in right now. But what has been going on? So we do have let's see. We do have a return date for Sophia. She is going to be back on the 6th. So maybe just a touch over a week, so that'll be nice. She's got things sort of settled down and taken care of over on the Vancouver side of things, so she'll be back. And then I'm going to take like 2 weeks off. And she's going to take 2 weeks off. So the month of May, we're going to be the month of May and easing into June, we're both going to be a little slack. And then the end of June is when everything starts to get nuts around here. So it actually is a really good time. We'll take a little time off. We'll chill out, relax. We'll get everything in here ready to go for the summer rush. And then it's basically 3 months of madness. And then, yeah. So should be good. We have moved machines out of, actually, let me move to a different scene here. So you can see over in the far back, I think the last time I was streaming, I had 6 or 7 machines over there. So there's now 5, and not counting the little goofy arcade one-up thing. But so I've got Aero Fighters over there. I have the Neo Geo. I have Space Invaders, and I have Battlezone. And then this new gun game right here. That's my brand new one. I picked that up last weekend. Brought it in here, and then on Wednesday I started working on it. It was not working at all, and it had been sitting, I guess, for about 8 years. But that's a 1971 Chicago Coins twin rifle electromechanical shooter game, which is amazing. It just needs a little bit of help. Hold on just a second. All right, this is working. 5 balls per game, but you have to use the ball lifters to lift the ball up every single time.
How old is this?
Palooka?
This one.
This one's mid 80s.
Mid
to
80s. You see, I was wondering
82.
Wow.
This one says 82.
Amazing.
Early. So that one's 1964.
64.
Oh yeah. So the electromechanical shooter game. I've wanted one of those for a really long time. I just love how they work and how they function, and there's just something really cool about them. We can camera safari adventure time over to it in a few minutes here, and I'll crack it open and I'll give you a tour. Okay, Outline Pinball's in the chat. Says, got done working on a space station. Space station pinball machine. I like that game. That's a fun game. 3 lights use 12 volts. Which lights on that use 3 volts? I have to look it up now. Space station. Williams.
It's a lot more challenging than it is in It's more mechanical.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the pictures, trying to figure out which ones would be the extra, the 3 weird lights. We have on the playfield. There's those would be flashers. I think there's little dome. There's 3 dome lights. You just won a free game. That's what that means. Yeah. I don't know which one it would be. Upper right by the locks, it says. Let me look. Here. Come join me as I look stuff up. Upper right by the lock. Is it by the space station itself? Because you lock in the space station, if I remember. It's been a while since I played this game. You lock them in the space station. It's got some rotatey thing. Red amber light on the back wall. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a great game. That one. That one and Space Shuttle. I like that one. I'd like to get both of those. I think they're just fun. I like that era of the Williams machines. I think one of my favorite eras, and the music is always amazing in that era. Like Pinball has some of the best music. Under the ball plunger, there's that other little lever. Push that in. There you go. Oh, hold please.
This is not a bowling
Hi.
place. This is an arcade.
Hi.
This is not a bowling place. This is an arcade. This is a
I've confused her. This is not a bowling place, apparently.
We were trying to go bowling with them earlier.
Oh, she sees the sign.
Oh,
That's it.
never seen that either. Yeah, so 3 of us playing.
3?
Yeah.
All right. And then you're all different?
4.
Okay.
4 because
I was like, your other one's hovering over there.
So, are you playing? Okay, so there's 4 of you. Oh, one.
Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha.
7 of us.
1, 2, 3. All right, you want to do the 1 hour or the 5 cents more for 2 hours? All right. So for you guys, $51.75. Right ahead. All right, so I'll stamp your guys' hands. So you guys are good till 10:35 or thereabouts. There you go. All right, and then 4 of you guys. Same 2 hours? You want to do the okay. All right, 69 even. Go right ahead. You want a receipt?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So I'll stamp everybody's hands. There you go. There you are. One for you.
Rosie.
Stamp hands.
Oh, I need a stamp.
You do. Blop. There you go. All right. Good to go. I have code hooks right over here if you need to use one.
Excuse me. In Super Smash Bros. Melee that you have right there, you don't have all the characters unlocked. Where would you be able to unlock them? Is it like an adventure mode? Or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Right now your roster, just like going just into Melee mode right now, you don't have these two. So.
Yeah.
And you don't have Luigi and two others. I forget.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just got the thing in here and it gets reset all the time.
So it resets?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like no point in basically getting them.
No. We just, people come in, they meet each other up for a while, they leave.
Yeah, but what are they going to beat up people if they don't have Luigi?
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't really care. But honestly, most people get Pikachu
Yeah.
and Mario or something like that. That's what I commonly see played.
I like Captain Falcon. It's because I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Right.
and like I really like Ultimate, and I wish I could play Brawl. I could go and buy it because I have a Wii, but it's just like, do I want to?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
we
rather
just
save my money.
we have the old consoles in here. Like we try to get the newer ones. So we have like 7 or 8 old consoles, including like stuff from the 70s. And so this was we brought this one in, and this one people really seem to get into. So we've left it here for a little while, but it's about time to change it out.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Like a lot of people really like it, and like to be honest, it's hard to come upon like something that actually still has controllers.
Yeah,
for these.
yeah.
Because like for actual stuff, they use these in like Smash Bros. Like actual Smash Bros. Competitions because you can actually the notches they're good for like tilting attacks and whatnot.
Okay.
So it just feels an odd feeling that this is the attack button, this is the special button.
Right.
And one is bigger than the other, so.
All I know, I'm terrible at it. I'm really, really bad at this game. Yeah.
It takes a little bit of practice. I've been playing it for like maybe a year or something like that, but I do watch a lot of videos about it. So like I know not really about Melee, but
Right.
just the newer one. So I know a little. I'm not like professional, like I'm not
Oh
that
yeah.
good, but
I'm terrible. We have a regular family that comes in, and the boy is probably maybe 8 years old, maybe 7, and we'll occasionally play this, and he just clobbers me, and like ruthlessly clobbers me. So then we play pinball, and I ruthlessly clobber him. So it all works out.
yeah, you're good at one thing. You're not
That's
good at
right.
another.
Yeah. All right. All right. So LA Pinball says I like to give a mix of games to an old. Kid's passionate about his games. Yes, he is. Yeah, that's when I opened this, one of the things that I really wanted to have was EM machines, because you almost never saw them out in the wild. And you go to some of the pinball places, like we were in Vancouver at the time, and some of the places that had 8 or 9 games, most of them it was all new stuff, and then stuff that most people commonly had, like Addams Family, but then you couldn't find like Escape Ball or Genesis or anything like that. And that's really what I wanted this collection to be, is Not the common ones, not a whole bunch of the average new Stern kind of stuff that you see, but a mixture of a little bit of everything. I probably should get a new Stern at one point. I don't know. We had been talking about once a year or so we're gonna buy, well, depending on how things go, 1 or 2 new machines. So we got Hot Wheels, we got Valhalla, we got Big Lebowski. And we were trying to figure out what our next new one was going to be. I kind of was leaning towards Galactic Tank Force because I just think it's pretty, but I haven't played it. I don't know anything about it. And so after a little bit of discussion, I think what we're going to do, we're going to try to find not a new one, but we're going to try to find a Jersey Jack Wizard of Oz, because I think it would do really, really well in here, and it's a cool game. Like I like that game. It's not super loved by pinball people, but pinball people is not my target audience. It's casual players, and I think that they'd really get into that. So that's the thing. Outline Pinball, I seem to gravitate to Bally and Sega Sonic. Oh, the Sega and the Sonic ones, they're always gorgeous, right? I have Mars Trek over there, Sonic, and Sega, which is Monaco in the back, and I have a Sonic's Butterfly. All 3 of the playfields are gorgeous. They all look great, and the back glasses are all in really good shape. And they did those Spanish games. They did something special. I don't know why, like, you can have like a Sonic next to a Williams or a Gottlieb of the same generation, and the playfields on the Sonics are always gorgeous, and then the Gottliebs and the Williams or whatever else, Bally ones or whatever, they're all kind of dull looking. But yeah, like the Monaco over there looks, except for a couple of like scratches that look like where they were physically scratched, something happened. Not bad, but I could probably buff it out. But it looks brand new. It's amazing. Yeah. So EM Shooter, I've been wanting one for a really long time. This one, the guy bought it 8 or 9 years ago. He bought it from somewhere else, had it shipped to him, and when it arrived and he plugged it in and fired it up, there was no firing up to be had, and it didn't work. So he tinkered with it a bit, he couldn't get it going, and then it just sat in his garage for 8 years or so. When I went to go look at it, it was sitting on a pallet, and I kind of wonder if that was the pallet it arrived on, or if he just had it on the pallet to kind of keep it off the cement in the garage. I don't know, but brought it in here on Monday, and then when I came in here on Wednesday, we slightly changed our hours until we go to 7 days a week in late June. So I'm actually opening, normally we open Wednesday, Thursday at noon to 8. I've changed it, so now we're opening at 2 on Wednesday, Thursday, and closing at 9 because I wasn't getting anybody in at that time. But I had a lot of people, nobody came in to play, but a lot of people kind of came in and walked around and looked. They'd get lunch next door and they'd come in and wander around. So the nice thing is I can still come in at noon and I can sit and work on games, and I'm completely closed, so I don't have those interruptions, which is going to be nice. So that's what I did with this one. So after banging on it with a hammer for a couple hours, I got it powering up. I got it mostly starting a game. It had, it was cycling, and it ended up being, one of the score reels in particular was really gummy and sticky. So I got that cleaned up. That one actually gave me trouble today. And I'm not entirely sure why. It was just kind of slow. Took it apart, re-cleaned it, put it back together again. Now it's nice and fluid. There's 4 score reels in all on that game. So I'm going to take apart the other 3 and do them because they all seem a little sluggish, but they're working. So for now, I just wanted to get it up and going. there's pop-up targets in the front. There's two bears. There's like a buffalo in the back. There's two like cougars, and then there's seems like there's something else in there. And then there's three like they're supposed to look like deer running. They rotate around. The deer are the only targets that I have that are kind of messed up. There's three of them. I could cobble together a mold out of them because I have one of them has like the full body and the back end. One of them is missing the head, and one of them is missing the front arms and stuff. So I have enough that I could press and make targets. And then there are birds that use this sort of a Pepper's Ghost type effect for the birds in the sky. And those birds, they work, they score and everything, but there's a mirror that pops up when it comes time to shoot at those. That mirror is attached to an armature, and there's a motor. And the actual gear itself that armature connects onto is slipping through on the piston that it rides on. So it doesn't, like, it works. Like, I could physically go back and I could pull the mirror up, I can engage that target and someone shoots at it and the bird gets hit and everything works. So next Monday, if everything goes right, I'm bringing in 3 new video arcades in here. I'm going to move that shooter over kind of where Electra is. And I think I'm going to rotate Electra around so it's facing the other way. So that one will be right there where I can see it from here. Because I don't want it, I need to kind of baby it until I get it 100% working. But at some point I'm going to have to take it offline and I'm going to have to pull that motor apart and then figure out how I'm going to attach this little gear to the piston so that the mirror works. And I was actually thinking I'll take a picture of it and actually post on Facebook and just say, hey, any local people have a solution for this? And maybe I can find some sort of welding wizard that can just do a little bloop, bloop. I don't know what the shaft is. It's some sort of steel, and then the gear itself is brass. So I'm gonna go show this girl how this thing works. I will be right back. All right, so you started a game. It's ready to go. This is the gun. Actually, you could use that one too. And if you pull the trigger, right? So it's part of this doesn't work because I'm restoring it. So give it a minute and targets will show up in the front here eventually. All right, there you go. Aim at it and shoot it. Got it. There's another one. Where is it? Is it back to the, it's not back to the birds. What are we doing? Haha, got it. These are hard to hit. Got one. Hey, you're good at this. I'm terrible at this. That's the bird again. You won. You slaughtered me. Look at that. I got 100. I'm terrible at this.
He said the hardest ones were the little things that were moving and I hit them.
You got 2 of them. Yeah. Right. Oh. Take a little break and play games with kids. Like, this job sucks. Let's see, Emily says, had a Monaco, sold it to another friend. He has 3 or 4 pins, and Monaco is his favorite. Monaco's fun, and I collect gimmicks, like all the little things that they tried, and I didn't have like a swinging target type gimmick yet. I didn't have that yet, so Monaco was important that I got it. And I have, no, I guess that's a Gottlieb that I have. I have a Very Target. No, not a Very Target, one of the rotating targets. I forget what they're called off the top of my head right now. But you like hit it and it spins the target, and there's like 3 things will show up on the playfield that you can hit. I have that's in Gottlieb Shipmate. I have that. I've been wanting one of those for a while. Like rotating target. I forget what they're called. We can actually, because we did have a crowd of people come in. Let's go look at. We'll do camera adventure time. Camera safari adventure time. And we'll go over and we'll take a quick look at the shooter game over there. All right, here we go. Let's go have a look. Roto target, that's it. Twin rifle. It looks super deep down there, but the game isn't that deep. That's because there's a mirror here, and you're actually looking, well, here. You're actually looking oh, sorry. Down there. Upside down. And then this is, you move the gun, and it moves this little point, and there's all the little, maybe you can see it better there. Each one of those points is a target. So when the target gets active, you have to aim your gun so that that runs over one of the active target's point, and then when you squeeze the trigger, that completes the circuit, and that's how it knows that you scored. Which is pretty cool. And comically, one of the funniest things about this, the guns were off of it when I bought it. Because they were off for shipping, and they bolt in. There's a bolt here, and another one that comes up here. It took me like an hour to get these stupid guns on here because the bolts don't really line up. It's very fidgety. Yeah. All right, let's look at the back. So on these, all of the good stuff that you need to work on is right here on the back door, which is really nice. Score motor, so it functions just like an EM machine. Score motor spins, starts the game. This is a reset bank here. All of these, this is the gun. When you fire, this goes kerchunk, kerchunk. I think that these switches probably go, there's a feedback solenoid that fires to make the gun kind of recoil. So there's one of those. It triggers the sound that goes chalk chalk sound. And then something else. So that's probably what these switches do here. And then each one of these are different targets. So when you hit them, they fire. And then the score reels are, oh, it's dark. Score reels are up there. Let me get on light. Hold on a second. Headlight. Where's that headlight? Baby grinder. See, look at my sign. Cool, huh? That works. There, that's better. So this is, how could I do this? Can I put it down here? Will you be able to see? Not really. This doesn't work very well at all. So there's the gears in there, and that's what this armature connects to. I would point, but then the flashlight would be all wonky. This armature connects to a gear that's in here, and that's what's slipping. And this is the mirror. Let me put this thing on my head. Hold on a second. That kind of works. So when it's active, this mirror goes like this and moves up and down. The mirror is this part right here. And what that's doing is it's showing, if you look way down there, well, we'll go this way. This spins, and there's our bird. So it spins around. There's another one on the other side. It spins around. When you actually hit the target, this goes chunk like this and turns. And then this mirror goes from this point to this point. So it looks like the bird's flying along and it doesn't nosedive. It goes straight down. That's how that works. And then the targets, there's a target right there, and they're just pretty basic. A solenoid pops it up and pops it back down again. They're pretty clean. I mean, they're a little grubby, but this whole thing could be cleaned up, and I will. It's time driven. It's time driven. That's what this is. This engages. This spins around with the motor, and that's your little clock on the front. And that's basically it for close the back. For 1971 Chicago coin twin rifle. That's the timer right there. Starts the minute you start it, start buttons, and then when you fire the gun for the first time, that starts this and engages it. Overall, it's in pretty good shape. It's not too bad. A few dings here and there, but acceptable. And we'll go here. We'll go here. There we go. Change back to my other camera here. Let's do this one, I think, for right now. Okay, yeah. Outlay says, amazing what they could do back in the day. Imagine if they're so clever, right? Like how they function and how it works. Like, just whoever thought of the gun system with the pads underneath it, and you move the gun up and it moves a little armature and it hits it, like, that's just amazing to me. And I always liked the games. Like, I remember being a kid and being fascinated, like being a little kid and being fascinated. You look in there, it's all black light, so it's got a weird look to it anyway. But then the game's only like 18 inches, 20 inches deep, but it looks like it goes back 7 feet. Like, how the hell does that happen? Like, I didn't understand there's a mirror. Hi! What's wrong?
On the packing thing, she can't get the settings to work, like, to get it easy. There's no A, like, we can't know which one is A.
Alright, I'll show you.
We tried.
So what do you want to have? You want this difficulty setting, okay? All of this, save and exit is this one? Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so now,
I can just choose.
which one were you playing?
I think this one right
Was
here.
it this one? Let's press the select game. Press 2-player to enter game settings. Let's go back into game settings for you.
I do not.
Oh, that's 2-player to go into.
I don't want to play.
That's it? Okay, we're good.
I just want easy.
Save and exit. Oops, save and exit. And hit that to start. No, hit this to. This is your A button right here.
Okay. Thank you.
And press to continue.
I'm
Look at that, you're going now.
Oh God.
And then hit that start button to go, and off you go. You have 5 guys. Perfect. You want to be a little higher?
No, it's
I can lift this up. Here. There you go. Wow, look at how fast you're going.
fine. I'm not gonna die today. Who's
Run! Oh, right into it. Someone out there farted. I don't know who farted, but someone farted. Does the Space Invaders cabinet use a mirror? Yes, it does. And it's the same type of thing.
I'm not saying that you should do this, you should actually not do this, but if you sold all of this, you'd get a fortune.
I have at least 60 more pinball machines at home, another 10 video games. I have an air hockey and a claw machine and all kinds of other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a really big collectionist, yeah.
And we did it when we had the idea to open the arcade. I only had like 8 machines.
Yeah.
And so then I spent 2.5 years buying machines, fixing machines, finding them, all of that.
Like my question is like, how are you not poor?
Like
this is all so expensive.
It is, and it was a bit of
Yeah, it'd be a scandal just trying to find all of these.
yeah, and like on Monday, I'm going over to Moncton to pick up 3 more arcade machines.
Oh my
right?
god.
So
You must be busy just trying to fix all of these.
that's part of it. Yeah, I brought in this one, the shooter game. I brought that in on Monday, and it didn't work. So I was in here Wednesday fixing it up and getting that working.
And even the capacity to even fix that takes a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That was part of that 2.5 years where I was looking for machines. Part of that was also trying to educate myself as much as possible on how to fix them all too. So
Yeah.
I was buying machines that didn't work because I can get them for a little bit less, and then figure out how to fix them and save some
For
money
me, I
that
spent
way.
like maybe a little less than a year just learning how to play Super Smash Bros. And even still, like I'm not even one of the best. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I only like started playing it fun, and only recently have I like really started to try to do this stuff. And even still, it's only a little bit. Like I watch a whole bunch of videos of like really professional people doing it, and especially for people like that, like in Smash Bros. They play as Street Fighter characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have to do like inputs like for one of them you gotta do side down and diagonal down and then do a button to do like a specific thing, and then you have to do it like in only a certain amount of frames, so it's like very quickly.
Right.
So that's why it's like a really good idea to get like the GameCube, because like you get the notches.
Right. Right.
So like I'm just trying to do that, and I'm just like, well, it's hard enough to just do it in practice mode when they're not even moving, but just like doing that
Against an actual person playing
Yeah.
who's good, yeah, that makes it difficult.
and the world's best player, like he does like there's 0 to death combos with like this one specific character. So, but you have to like be really good at the combos, like and whatnot.
Right.
So it's crazy how good they are. Like, and even the fact of just like knowing how to edge guard, like whatnot. Oh yeah, and I forgot a thing about like it might be Brawl, but it also might be Melee, I forget. You can just hang on a ledge, and if they try to get or grab onto the ledge, they just can't. So you just get like, you're hoping, so then you just have enough space to try to get onto the ledge, and you just can't because they're
Right.
sitting there. In Super Smash Bros. It makes it so then the person that's recovering automatically grabs on the ledge, and it like bonks you off, but you have like jumps to get back on.
Right. Right. Yeah, I haven't honestly. I haven't played it enough to really,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a fun game to play with your friends, especially some characters. Like,
Yeah.
But like Melee, it's like more competitive than just like the regular Smash. So yeah, it's more technical.
Yeah.
So
I would like. What we're looking for a larger space, and I would love to get like a couch set up that 4 people could sit at,
yeah.
and have that up on the wall, like on
Oh, yeah.
with a projector, and then 4 controllers so that a bunch of people can play it
Yeah.
at once. I think that'd be fun.
I still can't like. How long have you been collecting these stuff for?
I forget. It's probably about 8 years.
Wow. That's like as long as I've been doing karate. I've been doing it for 7 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I bought my first machine
even
about
still-
8 years.
And even still, I've been doing karate. Well, it's only like 2 times a week, and even still, I miss that. It's because I have like volleyball and basketball.
Right.
But even still, like I'm still really bad at karate. Like karate, it's like any type of martial arts. It takes you years upon years to even start to get good.
Yeah.
Unlike Smash Bros, you can just like play it whenever. So, well, maybe not in Melee because you gotta have the actual thing, but like on the Switch, you can just walk around. And plus, enough people already spend 8 hours a day on their phones looking around on social media. So,
Yeah.
there's no big difference. The fact that you can make money off of like giant competitions, like if you get like really,
Yeah, that's
really
crazy to me
good,
that someone
yeah.
can, like, they can actually make money playing.
Yeah, or if
home
you go
console.
on Twitch and you're like good enough, then people would want to watch you for your like insane clips or like your insane plays that you do just because you're good enough to do them. Or if you're just absolutely crazy and go for all of them all the time and just hope you get they come on at the right time. So, and then they'll donate you money, but like the companies will just take more than half of it. So.
Yeah.
But like you can win $2,000 from like some competitions, and it's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
The fact that you can just post stuff on YouTube in general and get a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time, and even so, only a very small amount of people do it. And even the people that do it, they only get so far.
Yeah.
So, if you couldn't already tell, I really like Smash Bros.
I kind of got that. I kind of figured that one out.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew. And the only reason why I talk this much is because it's my mom.
It's what?
It's my mom. She talks way
She
too
taught you.
much.
She taught you how to talk too much.
She was like a waitress, and she worked on cruise ships. That's how she met my dad. So she like talks a lot. Like she's probably one of the biggest chatterboxes I've ever heard. I think there's only one other person that is like a bigger chatterbox. Even I can't remember their names because I'm terrible with names. Unless I actually know you and I'm trying to like know your name, then I won't remember your name.
Right.
I'll remember your face, but not your name.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. I remember people's faces, but not necessarily.
Yeah, like if you show me a place and I've been there, and you tell me the name of it, and I'm just like, what? If you tell me like the name of the street right across from my house, I won't know where it is. If you show me an image, I'll know exactly where it is.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I have a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that come in here that I never know their names, but they're regulars, right? So I get to know them and I talk to them a lot, but I never knew their name. So yeah.
Do you make your money from people just coming in here? Just like coming in here and playing around with the pinball machine?
Well, yeah, that's the bulk of it. Is that
That's-
people
that's-
you
that's
pay to
how-
enter, and then we have the products that we sell too, right? So
Yeah. So,
it's been pretty good. Pretty good so far.
I'm a really big fan of it. Like, you put a lot of work into it.
It's been a fun project. So I've had a lot of fun with it.
It would be a very fun
I mean,
project.
it's a lot of work, but and it takes a lot of time, but it's satisfying, right?
I just kind of find it funny that there's a bar on the other side, and then you just come in here and your entire thing is completely changed.
And did you see there's games over there too? Yeah, there's in that dining room over there. There's 3 video arcades. Those are mine, but those run off of coin play, right?
Yeah, but like the electricity bill must be out of the roof though.
But
Electricity bill.
it's not too bad actually. Yeah,
That's pretty surprising.
yeah, it's about 100. I pay about 160 a month for electricity.
Yeah, but even still, just people coming in here would pay for that as well. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's just part of the overhead. Probably what draws the most power in here are all the lava lamps, because those use incandescent bulbs, and the refrigerators and stuff. They use more power than, probably the refrigerators use more power than all of these machines combined.
It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
If you had no lava lamp or fridge, you'd be
Yeah.
down a lot.
Yeah. But like this machine here, it's basically a computer and a bunch of lights. That's really the bulk of what runs on it, right? And a monitor. And it doesn't use a whole lot of power.
I live close, like I would love to come here like really often, but I just wouldn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, please, I'm a normal, could you please just let me in? I gotta practice my combo on Melee.
Well, and that's the thing. You never know what we're gonna have there when you come in, because we have all the different ones.
You like switch it out often?
I haven't switched that out for a little while, and it's probably due to be changed up with something else.
It's been a fun time talking with you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and try to make more time with this.
Are you guys? You're local, right? You live on the island here?
Yeah, we live on the island. It's
Here.
just that we're like I think like 40 minutes away, like from my house. Not theirs. It's because my bud Teo, it's like his quote unquote birthday party.
Ah.
His birthday was not too long ago.
So
Came here.
these are frequent flyer cards. Come in 6 times to get the 7th one on us. So there were 3 of you, so I've given you each one with a stamp. So you can just hold on to that, and every time you come in, I'll stamp it for you, and then on the 7th visit, it's on me.
Nice place in here as well.
All right. Where was I? Oh, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. I saw that when I was in the back. I saw the message, but I didn't realize that was you. Yes. Let me show you. I will go over there. It is Camera Safari Adventure Time again. And then we'll change to this. Whoop. Here we go. Let's go look at it. So actually a lot of the early arcade games did that, where they've got, so there's the glow of that's the black light glow here. And then the planet is actually behind it, and then there's a mirror here that you can see. Or is that glass? No, that's glass, I think, and then it reflects it's a Pepper's Ghost effect. So it's glass. The monitor's down here, and it reflects off of it there, and then you can see the stuff behind it. That's what it is. I don't think that's a mirror. I don't know. And we can't open it up, so. Yeah, now that I look at it, it looks like it's glass, like Pepper's Ghost type thing, and not a mirror. But I don't know. Let's see. Outline says when you buy a few pinball machines or arcades, there's usually something needing fixed. You learn to fix or pay big money. Yeah, and that was the thing. Is when we had about 8 machines when we had the idea to open this, and but if I were to buy all, like, we knew we needed at least 30 to get going. So that's 20 some odd machines I needed to buy to even think about opening. So if I bought 20 something machines all in fantastic, excellent condition, it would have cost me twice as much as buying 20 some odd machines that I needed to learn how to fix, I needed to work on myself, and just pay little bits to repair, like, you know, a blown solenoid. Okay, I replace that. Yeah, so it was an investment in my time. What they call it, sweat equity, I guess, is what it would be. Let me move to this
You know
scene.
what just crossed my mind?
What's that?
Have you ever heard of Street Fighter?
Yes,
Street Fighter. Do you have like any of those arcades? Like
I don't have a full-blown Street Fighter. I have one of the little ones, like the one that's like Rampage. I have one of those. It's actually out in my car right now. Because I pulled it out of here because I didn't have room for it anymore. Yeah.
Like, machines take up a lot of space.
I would like to get a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat or something like that.
Yeah.
That type of fighting game. I have a Double Dragon over there, which is the same kind of. It's similar, but not really. And yeah. Oh, and I have a Fatal Fury that goes in the. It's running Bust a Move over there, the Neo Geo cabinet. I have another cartridge that's in there. That's a fighting game. It's like Street Fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, because like in that game, like there's like a lot of like it's very popular, and like they've like remade it for like Street Fighter 8, which now the graphics are insane and they look super realistic.
I actually really would like to get like a Virtua Fighter, just because I like the way that the graphics look in that, because it's very low polygon, but it had a certain style to it that I thought was cool.
Like the old version of Street Fighter is also good, and it's like the people that play Street Fighter are so much better than the people that play Super Smash Bros.
A different game,
It's
right?
crazy.
It's a different thing.
Well, it's just the fact of like doing like button stuff, like just like doing specific inputs, and you have to do them like in a very short amount of time.
Right.
To do like a specific thing, and to even do combos at like very high level, or to like read your opponent. It's a very intense mind game.
Yeah. Those games came out after I stopped going to the arcade and playing video games.
Yeah.
Because I was going to the arcades in the early 80s, the late 70s, early 80s. And then those games came out much later where I was doing other things, right? So I suck at those games. All those fighting games, even Virtual Fighter, all of them. I'm just horrible at them.
Yeah, well, you didn't have any practice.
Yeah, and it's a different kind of a mindset on how, and I just never got into them.
Yeah, it's and it also helps out a lot. It's because you're like when you're young, your mind is still developing, so it's a lot easier to learn stuff. It's because it's developing.
And I think part of it too is that like those games don't really interest me.
Yeah.
Right? I'll kind of play them, but they don't really grab me. Of something that I want to get better at. Yeah.
Because if you're not too interested in those games and you don't play them often, then like you're not going to be too good. But like if you just play them a lot with your friends, then eventually like you're going to become like pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I play with my friends at school, like just like on the Nintendo Switch, just like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and like they're all pretty good in general, but like they've gotten a lot better. So like it's pretty astonishing like how good I've gotten from when I started and like where I am now. I had like and it's mostly just due to me watching a whole bunch of videos and like watching which moves are good and like when to use them or whatnot. I just watch top players.
Right.
Yeah, top players.
Pick up the tips and tricks from them.
A whole bunch of top players. It's top players of a specific character, and then I know like what's good and what's not good to use. So I just like in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I know how to play every single one of the characters. Maybe not good for certain characters because I don't play them as often, but like I pick random, and most of the times I win. If everybody else is also picking random. But if they get someone that they're good at, then I'm probably going to lose. Just because they focus on certain characters and get really good at them. I focus on a lot of characters, and I'm still I can still beat them because I play a character that is very easy to play and it's very easy to kill them with.
Right.
But I also have like a lot of characters that is more complicated, but I'm still really good with. So it's just kind of like learning about the myth.
Right. You should invite that kid to be a guest on your podcast. He's got the gift of gab. If he comes back over and talks, I'll get him on here. We'll give him a mic. Dr. Dude, I want a Dr. Dude. I really want a Dr. Dude. That Atari Neon must draw some power. If you want, you can store that sign at my place. It's actually, it's the 1/4 inch tube, so it has a very, very small transformer. I don't think it draws very much at all. Outline says, do you love the Neo Geo Fighters and Windjammers? I don't know Windjammers. Ditch the Street Fighter for a Karate Champ. I actually had a lead on a Karate Champ, but there was something glitchy about it, so I decided. I think it was a mixture. The guy wanted a little too much for it, and it had a few issues. So. What Capcom pinball machines do I have? I just have the Break Shot. Yeah. I think they only made like, what, 3 of them? Like that one and what, Big Bang Bar and... God, what all did they make? Let's look it up, shall we? This is my super... joking last time. This is my professional live stream where I'll look that up. I just Google shit. Welcome to my I Google shit live stream. All right, Capcom pinball. Capcom. Actually, let me go back here. Capcom coin. Oh, they made quite a few of them. Not tons, but. So they made Airborne, Big Bang Bar, Break Shot, Flipper Football. What is that? Weird, man. That's a crazy thing. Oh, okay. No, it really isn't. It's pretty basic. I thought that these characters here were like targets or something like that. Yeah. Not interesting. What else is there? There's Kingpin. They didn't really make any of those. What did that look like? Last game made by Capcom. Only a few were made. Mark Ritchie was working on this game before Flipper Football. Mark Ritchie made Flipper Football? That's weird. Hi. Oh, good stuff. All right, so this. I think that they're all white, actually. Yeah, they're all just have a white band. And this comes to $10.91. You want to get the candy bar? All right. All right, $2.88. $7.10. There you are. Enjoy. Sorry, I left you guys staring at this page. All right, so what else did they make? They made Pinball Magic. haven't heard of that one.
Anybody want to take my place?
Interesting. I might have to dig into Capcom games a little bit more. I know that their big one is Big Bang Bar. I have not played one. They command so much money that I just don't. I don't even really think about it when I think about buying a pinball machine, just because they're so expensive. But a couple of friends of mine, they had access to one and they played it, and they said it really wasn't all that. It was just sort of meh. Like there was nothing fantastic about it. And these are pinball people that like are very particular, and I actually, both of them, I trust what they say on like whether a machine is kind of interesting or not. They just said that the shots were sort of uninteresting and not very exciting, and the flow wasn't really well, and apparently this game was like kind of dialed in perfectly, so I don't know. Silverball, the game Silverball. I played that one a few times. That one has that interesting lower thing. Let's look it up. Silverball. Sheet name. Nope, that's not it. Silverball Mania Valley.
Where's the bathroom?
Through the door, down the hall, to the left, past the Pepsi machine. Yeah, what was it about this one? It's got the little... Oh yeah, it drains and it goes over this little weird rollover thingy bobber there. Yeah, it's got the weird, so it can drain straight down or it can drain and bounce over to here. Is that how it works? I forget. It's been a while since I played one of these. Here's a close-up. Yeah, so it drains down here, it can go all the way down. Or if it drains down here and you give it a little wiggle, then you can catch it to here and have it go down there. Have I ever looked close at the back glass of Silverball? Let's look close at the back glass since we're right here. I like this guy who's like totally getting into it. and then she's over here like, what's going on, Bob?
How many machines do you have in total?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I've lost count. There's usually about 40 here. Between 38 and 40, about that. I'm always moving stuff around, so... and then I think I have another 60 or 70 at home and in storage.
When did you start?
About 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow, in 8 years. Where did you find all those?
So we bought one for the house.
Yeah.
Didn't know if I was going to play it or not. Me and my girlfriend played the hell out of it. So a handful of months later we had 2. And then a handful of months later we had 4. And then when we got to about 8, that's when we had people coming over to play, people that had never really played, and we're like, maybe we're onto something here, right? So I spent 2.5 years looking for machines and buying ones.
North America or Canada? Or?
So I was living in BC at the time. I was living in the Vancouver area.
Yeah.
So if kind of the general rule was if I could drive there in a day, I'll go get it. So we were going down to like Seattle, Portland, Spokane, all around in BC and stuff. 2.5 years later, I had about 60. Yeah.
You're a passionate guy.
And it still hasn't stopped. Like I'm picking up three arcades on Monday, right?
Really?
So.
I've been collecting arcades for really as long as I've been doing karate.
See you guys. Hi, how's things?
We're gonna do 2 for
Whatever
date
we
night, I
got.
guess.
You can do a date night. It's late for the date. Late enough for the date night. You want go have a look? Yeah. Hi guys.
We're gonna play.
Date night as well. Did you guys want drinks or something too?
Sure. Yeah, I'm good.
Good for now. All right. $28.75.
Awesome. MasterCard, please.
Go. Oh, I'm interested to see. I haven't had one. I just got them in,
Very excited.
so I'm interested to see what you think.
We good?
Yeah, tip your hand.
Boom.
One for you. There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
Your hair isn't like it won't glow under the lights right now. I'm a little let down. All right, date night and one of these. All right, 37.03. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me stamp your hands. There you go. And for you. Enjoy. Found more stuff. $3.45 out of 5. Were these on the spinny rack? Is that where these are? Oh, they're right there. I knew I had them, but I hadn't seen them for a while. I forgot where I put them. $155. There you go. Thanks.
Wait.
Oh, I did it again, didn't I? I left you guys looking at the Silver Ball Mania thing. All right, hold on just a second. That's one of these.
So many options.
It's a disco ball you could take camping with you.
Well, just one.
You have to share your disco time.
That's right.
So, you sign up sheet. One person discos, the next person discos.
You get a Snickers as well.
All right.
Okay.
Water.
This thing's right here.
That.
Well, this one too.
Is that everything?
Yes.
All right. $14.12.
Yo.
Right ahead. Who's going to be keeper of the disco ball?
I would say there'll probably be another one purchased. That yours? Egg? You're gonna share this with Rosie?
Okay, so have you ever looked close at the back glass I was looking at on the left side? And that's, yeah, I think that was the guy humping the machine, right? Right here. fantastico. What am I doing here? Having a hard time driving. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to these people about this game. So this game is a work in progress. I just brought it in. I'm still working on it.
It's really cool.
Right now, it's in bird mode, and the birds are not working.
Yeah.
I'll manually make the birds work for you. So you can see what they look like. That's how the birds work.
I love the mirror.
Yeah. Well, that's how the whole thing works.
Yeah.
You're looking at a mirror, and it's all down in the lower part of the cabinet.
Oh, that's so cool.
So this is a light gun that bounces it down.
No, it's even better than that.
Yeah.
I'll when you guys are done with this, I'll open it up and show you. And on these, you want to aim a little low.
Hello?
Yeah, a little low. Game over. All right. Let me come over here and I'll show you. This is gonna blow your mind.
Oh, wow.
So there's all your. That's your background, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
you can
so
see the little things
cool.
pop up backwards and stuff. So how the guns track, when a target goes up, it knows that that target is active. That wire then comes over here to one of these contact points here.
Okay.
And as you move the gun,
Oh.
there's a contact point there
Yeah.
that will go over it. So you go over the active one, then when you pull the trigger, you complete that circuit,
Yeah.
registers a hit.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. When I first saw this, I was just like, I always wondered how they work.
Yeah. That's
And
And
brilliant.
then when I saw them, I'm like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh wow. And the cable management is impeccable.
I'll show you the back.
Yeah.
That is so neat.
So all of the brains are back here.
Yeah.
It works actually very similar to one of the electromechanical pinball machines.
Okay.
So they have when you start it, this score motor spins, resets all of these things, sends out reset switches to reset your scores, reset any bonuses, anything like that. There's no real good bonuses on this, so it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
The end, after it's done resetting everything, it resets this bank of switches. There's a whole bunch of switches back here. Resets all of that. And then, like, this is when you pull the trigger for the gun, it fires this switch stack, which sends a signal to complete that circuit,
Right, yeah.
to make the bang bang
Yeah,
sound, and the recoil on it. There's
Yeah.
a solenoid in there that actually works very similar to a flipper.
Oh really?
And it just fires a solenoid back towards you.
Yeah.
That's how that recoil works.
Yeah.
It's so funny that they're all separate components and how they can all feel like one when you're
Yeah.
just doing it.
That's so cool.
And then so the birds
Yeah.
are down here. So they spin on a thing.
Yeah.
There's one right there. This tracks what their path. So this is their electrical connection is through this. When you hit it, it will actually fire it down this way,
Okay.
and that then when the mirror moves, it looks like it's dive bombed to the
Right.
ground.
Yeah.
The mirror itself is this,
Uh-huh.
so it's attached to a motor up here, and that's what's broken is that there's a gear that is not attached to the center
Right.
part, so it's slipping.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to do this,
Okay.
and then when you hit it, it goes all the way down, which gives the illusion that the bird is
Yeah, the
dive
bird
bombed.
drops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's just a fun machine, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh,
I love these things, and I've wanted one for so long. I
Yeah.
was so happy when I found this
oh,
one.
I'm so glad for you, man. This is so neat, and I love the inner workings behind it, like the simplicity.
That's part of what makes it like so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, and I almost want to leave it like when I'll get the birds working, I'll get everything working on it and stuff, and I almost want to leave it where I can crack it open and show people.
Yeah, that's
Easily,
It's a
right?
really cool demonstration.
Like instead of having this locked, I'll have like a little
Yeah, yeah.
thing and put it in an area where it's like, let's go look at
Yeah.
it, right?
It's like industrial lights and magic in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's how it used to work. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And cigarette holders.
Oh, perfect.
Gotta have cigarette
Yeah.
holders.
They're thinking of everything.
Okie dokie, I am back. Have you ever played the gun game Shoot the Bear? It's not familiar. What is it? Let's look it up. Let me Google that. Shoot the Bear gun. Is it an arcade? Arcade by Seaberg. Here, join me, shall you? Shoot the bear. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. 1949. Amazing. Shoot the bear. We're gonna watch a video. I can't hear this, so I don't know if that's too loud. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Is he actually, oh, he stands up and everything? His little legs move. What's the thing behind? Is that supposed to be like a dog chasing the bear, or what? What the hell is that? The video is kind of low res. Let's see if we can Google other pictures. Oh, cool. Here's the mechanics. Chain belt. Look at that. That's cool. And a track for your power. Chain belt, and then underneath that are the two power tracks. That looks like an old amplifier. Like a tube amp. Oh, now I gotta get one of these. Amplifier controller, yeah. Rayolite rifle range. That's amazing. Dog that's chasing the bear. Yeah. See, now I gotta get one. That's gonna be this gun game was like on my list of things I have to get. Now I have to get a shoot the bear game. Just so awesome. There's another one too that's like it's a gunfighter. So there's like a 6 foot tall like mannequin kind of gunfighter dude. I don't know if he just mechanically draws, like his arm just pivots or something. And then you've got a gun, there's like a stand and the gun, you pull the gun out. There was one of those in, I think it was in Seattle, at the Seattle Center, at the arcade that they had there, or inside the old International Expo area. Um, yeah, and I played it when I was a little kid, and then it was gone. And I saw one had popped up somewhere. Someone had just bought one or something online, and they were like looking for information on it or something, and it like triggered that memory of like, oh my god, I remember that game. And I really want one of those too. I need a special space for stuff like that, right? Like, it would just be cool to have all the arcade stuff, pinball machines, video arcades, whatever, and then have like a little area that I can have, I don't know, 10 machines that are like old school mechanical amusements, like the shooting game and Shoot the Bear. I think that would just be amazing. And in a place like people love seeing the inside of these gizmos and being able to like open them up and show people and talk about them. Yeah, I think people really enjoy that. So have a space where that's available where I can do that. Eventually, need to move first. Need a bigger space first. They had one in an auction. How much? Do you remember how much it went for? That I was looking at the one page. They said about $3,000 or something. Sold for $3,000. Estimate 3,500 to 5,000. That was in 2018. That's that's a special kind of machine. That one. It's very cool. You know, I haven't seen Spike. I wonder where Spike is. Spike is usually here. I have to answer Sophia in just a second here. All right, I'm back, and now I have to go into the back because it's 9:50. Do I need more coffee? I feel like I need more coffee. Probably shouldn't, but I probably should. They keep hitting they're playing that. They keep hitting. They're like hanging. They're hitting the player start buttons, which doesn't do anything. All right, I'm going to make more coffee. I will be right back. Amuse yourselves, and I will return momentarily. You'll be able to hear me making coffee. I should camera adventure time this. And then it doesn't seem like you're just staring at a empty space, but nope. All right, I will walk you through it. I am grinding my coffee. That's Baby Grinder. We saw Baby Grinder earlier. The Pavoni Zip Grinder is what I am using because I am a coffee snob. A little bit of a coffee snob. I'm making an Americano, so I have to wait for my water kettle to boil. I will turn my espresso machine off because I don't think I'll have another one. Yeah, I don't know who's watching the stream right now. I'm in the back making myself more coffees because I need more coffees. And then I had said earlier that Sophia she will be back here on, when was it? Was it like May 6th? May 6th or 7th. So she'll be back from BC then. And then together we're both taking a month off. I'm taking 2 weeks and she's taking 2 weeks. Because I've been here nonstop for 2 months, except for one day when I had someone else come in and work for me. All right, coffee's done. All right. How long have I been streaming? Hour and a half. I think I will go for just a little bit. So I think Sophia was gonna try to jump on the chat and say hi. So we'll see if she does that. We'll give it a little time and see. Big Lebowski has been chugging away. We had a few issues when we first got it. A few things coming loose and a few things breaking, but other than that, it's been fine. It's been holding up. I'm getting a new apron. I'm getting the Starry apron, the fancy pants one. That has been shipped, and I should have it next week, I think. So I'm going to make a video for YouTube on putting that in, and also the bowling alley. It's still the ball launcher moves back and forth like this, and then you got a stuck ball? Oh, all right. And then there's a little ball stopper thing. When you get to where you want to launch the ball, it drops the thing, ball goes out. When that thing moves back and forth, when it hits the edge, it kind of does couple little stutters before it goes back the other way. What? That's fake. She asked me if the drink in Big Lebowski was real or fake. Yeah, so I need to figure out why it does the little stutter. It doesn't really interfere that much, but it'd be nice if it was smooth again, just went back and forth. And I talked to Dutch Pinball Renz, their tech guy. He says that it's doing that because the armature is reaching the end and bumping into something. So maybe when it started after I put the bird sole in and I replaced it. It started after that, and so maybe it's the way that's sitting in the mount. So the day that we put the new apron on, I will get in there and dick around with that and see if we can figure out what's causing that. And that will all be one video for the YouTubes. I'm actually working on a video for YouTube that has taken forever. It's like it's an all you want to know about drop targets, because there's so many different types of drop targets. So every time I have a problem with a drop target, like I have a skate ball, one of the drop targets broke in skate ball. I just got a replacement in. So that's a Bally drop target. So it's a different kind of. It's different than like a Williams of the same era. I had a little issue with the Alien Poker ones yesterday. The one solenoid that resets all of the five bank drop target. The one solenoid, it wasn't solenoiding, and I opened it up and looked, and there's the coil stop had come loose, and the coil was just hanging there. So I had to fix that, and then there was one of the little coil stops for one of the other ones. That's anamorphic, so it can raise them all and drop them all individually. Well, it raises them all in a group and then can drop them individually with a little solenoid. So they all have their own little specialty little gizmo to drop them. And one of the coil stops for the dropping solenoid had broken. Didn't notice it; it was working fine. But I have a couple extras, so I replace that. And it's just one of those things. Like, it's different than a lot of the other banks of drop targets. And then I noticed that Big Guns wasn't resetting a couple of drop targets. I think there's something wrong with the catch. So that's the next one. But I've got probably like, I don't know, 8 different drop targets filmed, working on them and tinkering with them already. Like 8 different types. And Big Guns is, I think, the last one that I need to do, because that is the Williams that uses their optical sensors. They're not physical switches. Back, I see. Oh, Big Guns was sitting at a 2-player game, and now it has reset. Someone has played it. I was going to go over there and reset it just now, but other than that, what's new? What's new? I'm picking up the 3 video games on Monday, if everything goes right. So we'll move some stuff around in here. I think 2 of them, assuming that everything works as they should, 2 of them will come in here, and then 1 more will go over next door. I have, I moved Double Dragon, Snow Bros, and then that motorcycle game, Super Hang On, I think it's called. I moved those 3 over there, and there's room for 2 or 3 more. And they want to have a handful of them over there. And their idea is that someone will come, buy a beer, some pizza, play some games, hang out, kind of thing. And for summer, it'll be really good, because we had a number of people that came in for the summer last year and the previous year, where they didn't want to stay for an hour. They just wanted to play a game or 2. Like they stop next door to get pizza or something. They just want to play a game or 2. So they'll have games over there that they can do that with. And everything goes good. We're going to pull out. There's some gross booths in the front. If people are playing those games and it's worth doing, nobody really sits in those booths. So we'll pull those out, and we'll make that sort of like the video game area. And we can put 6 there. Maybe more, but easily 6. And then there'll be ones on the side, some in the middle, and then the windows will get little standing bar tables to put in front of the windows, and then some scattered bar stools. That's kind of the idea. But I will invest some of that. Like, I'll buy some of the tables because I can use them when I move. if they don't want to buy them. So we'll play that by ear when we get to that point. Yeah, and then I'm getting another shooter, two more shooter games and a tank game. That's an Atari Vindicators, which is just a funky game. Two-player tank game, and the cabinet is cool. Let's look that up, shall we? Let's see if I can find a good picture of the cabinet. Yeah, here it is. Oh, I'm in the way. That, where it looks like a tank treads, and you're driving these tanks around and stuff. It's just a funky, it's a funky game, it's a funky cabinet. It's just fun. I like it. So we'll, that's the one that I'm most interested in. And then there's another two shooter games. So shooter games are popular, right? So can't tell if that guy's got a ball stuck or not. Oh, his game was over, apparently. No, his ball is stuck. Oh, I see it. Hi. It is. Show me.
Right there. That's like the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, let's see if we can kind of give it a little one of those.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right. Two stuck balls unstuck. And I forget what I was saying. Oh, shooter games. Yeah, people like shooter games, right? So. There was another EM shooter game that, I wish I remember the name of it, but you were shooting like flying saucers and stuff. It was just kind of cool, and it made really funky noises, and it just had this whole like sci-fi space theme. It was cool. It was really cool. And then another one just came up. I had never seen it before. It had just come up on like Facebook Marketplace or something like that. I don't, or maybe he was just, I don't know. I don't remember if it was for sale or if it was someone just posting about it, looking for help on it. But it had a like a Tommy gun, and probably fired machine gun style, and you were shooting like, you know, gangsters, that kind of a thing. Not like, you know, mafia gangsters, not like hip hop gangsters. And it was all like 20s style. That one was pretty cool. And it was the scene where things would pop up was like, looked like a city scene with like they popped up in windows and looked like manhole. Something came up from a manhole cover, and then there was a car or something maybe. I'll have to look that one up, but that one was really cool too. It'd just be fun to have all a bank of these old EM shooters. I think people would get a kick out of it. All right, so if you're tuning in, hop in chat, say hi. half the fun with me doing live streaming is talking to people in chat. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. Or, you know, then I can hang up my live stream and go talk to my customers. All right, hold on just 1 second. What do you think?
Love it.
So cool. I love all the little details in it.
If the little kids leave and you're still here, I'll change it to R-rated mode.
Amazing.
And it throws F-bombs around left and right. Have you got down to the bowling alley?
No, we haven't triggered that
Okay,
yet.
so around here, there's a little flipper here. You spell bowling,
Yep.
and it lights the Let's Go Bowling. You can also, there's a skill shot way of doing it.
Yeah.
Hold this flipper in when you launch the ball.
Yeah.
It'll send it up here.
Okay.
And then when it comes up here, if you make it around here, it'll light Let's Go Bowling no matter how many letters you have.
Nice.
And then it walks you through the prompt on how to use bowling.
Oh, that's really neat.
Nope, not that one.
Not that one.
The other one.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, I don't think Sophia's gonna bounce into live stream chat with us. And I am going to end the stream. And look what I did. Look, look this on the air, live streaming. So people don't think that I'm just like insane and talking to myself. All right, so there we go. I'm going to end the live stream, and we will probably do this again next Saturday. I want to get back. I was the last couple of Saturdays, I was just way too busy. I kept trying to start the live stream, but there were just so many people here. This is manageable, right? That's not too bad. But yeah, we were stuffed the last couple of Saturdays. I just couldn't get away. So, and then when Sophia gets back, so let's see, we have one more Saturday. And then the 11th, she'll be back. So we might do a live stream together then. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is yet. All right. So that's it for me. And thanks for watching.